Scuffmaster is a complete line of decorative and durable paint finishes for commercial interiors. Pretty, tough paint. In this video, we will cover the application of EnviroMetal, from the tools needed for each finish, to the products involved, to the actual techniques. EnviroMetal Paint by Scuffmaster is an innovative hand-applied metallic paint system available in both a brushed and rolled finish. Its low odor, low VOC, and LEED compliant formulation makes it a great option for any interior application. A quick word about surface prep. EnviroMetal is more forgiving than solid metal Scuffmaster's spray-applied metallic wall finish. While we still recommend a level 5 finish for new sheetrock, EnviroMetal will not telegraph surface flaws to the same extent. To be safe, however, make sure the surface you are painting is as smooth as possible. EnviroMetal is a two-product finish: tinted undercoat, available as either a primer sealer or a bonding primer, and the metallic base coat. Apply the undercoat like a regular paint. It can be brushed, rolled, or sprayed. If brushing and rolling the undercoat, make sure to avoid any picture framing or variation between the brushed cut-ins and the stipple from rolling. Regardless of the specified finish, EM is a two-step, two-coat application. The first step is to simply get the metallic paint on the wall. When rolling on the EM coat, it will go on in a slightly heavier application than you might be used to. The second step is to apply the specified effect, either brushed or rolled. For roller-applied EM, a two-roller setup is required. One with a standard cover, and the second with the Worcester polar bear that was included with your order. To begin, use the standard roller to apply the metallic paint on the surface from floor to ceiling and approximately 2 to 3 linear feet. Don't worry about lapping or lines at this point. A good time-saving tip is to use a 3/4 inch nap roller cover or thicker to apply the first step. Next, while the EM base is still open, switch to the polar bear and lightly back roll over the surface once or twice. This will lift and redistribute the metallic paint, leaving a more consistent stipple. Be sure to roll just past the edge of each section to make blending easier. Once the first coat is dry to the touch, about 30 minutes in good drying conditions, apply the second coat using the same process of applying the metallic paint and back rolling with the polar bear. For brush-applied EM, you will need a standard roller setup and a 3-inch synthetic bristle brush. Begin by applying the metallic paint in a manageable work area, a square approximately 3 feet by 3 feet, using the standard roller. While the paint is still open, use the 3-inch brush to apply a quick random crisscross pattern. Be sure to brush out the entire area. Any area with a stipple and not a brush stroke will telegraph through to the finish. Be sure to brush just past the metallic paint. This will help each section blend together more seamlessly. Leave a slight gap and continue on to the next 3 by 3 foot section. Once the first coat has been applied, let it dry for about 30 minutes. Repeat the same process for the second coat. The result should be a random brush effect with no visible patterns or repeats. As the popularity of EM grows, we are finding new techniques for the brushed finish. One that we are featuring is called Switchgrass. The process for SG is the same as the standard brushed finish with one exception. All brush strokes are one-directional. Use an arching motion to apply the pattern. There is no crisscross. Also, vary the angle in which the brush hits the surface. This will provide a variation in the width of the brush stroke, providing depth to the finish. What to avoid? Brush strokes visible through the rolled finish. This is usually found where the finish was cut in. This requires that the finish be sanded smooth and then reapplied. Striping on the rolled finish typically occurs when the metallic paint is over-rolled when back rolling. With each pass with the polar bear, the stipple becomes tighter and tighter. This makes blending each section together more difficult. If this happens, the wall may need to be painted again with another coat of EM. If the first coat of the brushed finish was not brushed out, the stipple will be visible through the second coat. This can be difficult to fix and is best avoided. When viewed from a distance, a basket weave pattern or repeat may be visible if the brush stroke becomes more deliberate. Make sure the brush stroke is very quick and random. When it comes to repairs to the hand-applied EnviroMetal finish, both brushed and rolled are easily repaired. First, make any repairs to the substrate. Sand the repaired area smooth, feathering the edge. Next, apply the undercoat using the same method of application as the original. Allow the undercoat to dry. If the rolled finish was applied originally, it may be helpful to use a 4-inch roller when back rolling. This will prove more maneuverable for smaller repairs. Apply the metallic paint and back roll once or twice. Avoid over-rolling the repair. This can result in a halo or flashing around the repaired area. With brushed repairs, follow the same process to repair and prime the surface. Brush on the undercoat to prevent stippling. Next, use a 3-inch brush to apply the metallic paint over the undercoat and simply feather it out until it blends. We are confident that by following the tips and techniques here, you will achieve a beautiful finish. If, however, you run into trouble, please contact us. Our phone number is on each paint can and on the quick tips card that is included with each order. We have experienced, knowledgeable painters on staff who are here to help.